students, coming to the next class is steps in RDNA technology or process of RDNA technology. Okay, before to this class we discussed about different types of vectors. Vectors, we know about the plasmid is the vector, right? Okay, phase gene is the vector, cosmids are the vector, right? Bacterial artificial chromosome, yeast artificial chromosome, TI plasmids. Okay, in the last class we discussed about retroviruses genetic material, means the gene transfer into animal cells by the help of retroviruses. So we discussed about the last class, right, regarding to that gene transfer. Coming to this class, steps in RDNA technology or process of RDNA technology. We know recombinant DNA technology. RDNA technology means recombinant DNA technology. See, if we understand these steps, the entire biotechnology is very easy to understand. See, I changed the pattern for this chapter because in NCERT one type of pattern is given, but I follow this pattern. Okay, so why you follow this pattern? See, NCERT. Okay, if we read the NCERT, maybe little confusion may be generate in our brains. Little confusion, because front topics are given back topics are given front. So there is no order for this chapter in NCERT. There is no proper order, right, for this chapter. That's why, okay, everybody have to follow this pattern. This is very easy to understand the entire biotechnology process, right? So in that case, isolation, the very first step is, total these are the steps we have to understand. Okay, these steps, remember all of you, this is very easy concept. If we understand these steps, the entire chapter is very easy, right? The very first step is isolation of DNA from target cells. All of you remember, here target cells are nothing but vectors. Target cells, right? Means vector contains cells. Target cells means vector contains cells. But suppose I want plasmid. My target cell is bacteria. I want, okay, gene transfer to animal cell. In that case, retrovirus genetic material is the target. For suppose I want to gene transfer into yeast cell. In that case, YAC, yeast artificial chromosome, is my target vector. So based on target vector, we can choose the cells. Concept is simple. If I want to insert genes into prokaryotic cell, okay, I will choose the prokaryotic cells. If I want to insert desired gene into eukaryotic cells, okay, I will choose the eukaryotic cells or eukaryotic vector. So depends on our desired gene insertion. If I want to insert desired gene into, okay, prokaryotic cell, I will choose the prokaryotic vector. If I want to insert, okay, desired gene into eukaryotic cell, I will choose the eukaryotic vector. Simple. So here the isolation of DNA from target cells. Maybe my target cell is bacteria. Maybe my target cell is, okay, yeast cell. Maybe my target cell is fungi cell. Maybe my target cell is plant cell. Maybe my target cell is, okay, animal cell. Right? Maybe. So isolation of DNA from target cells. And next is isolation of desired DNA. See, first step is we are isolating the vectors. So first step is we are isolating the vectors. Second step is we are isolating the desired genes. We are isolating the desired genes. Okay, without any confusion, we fix here one vector and one target gene. For suppose our target, okay, here entire these steps, our target is production of insulin. Production of insulin. I want to produce insulin by the biotechnology process. Then here my target vector is plasmid. Here my target vector is the plasmid. So here I choose some of the bacteria cells. I degraded the bacteria cells. From the bacteria cells, I isolated the plasmid, right? So I isolated one of the plasmid DNA. This is the plasmid DNA, right? So that is about the first step. And next step is isolation of desired DNA. Isolation of desired DNA. Remember, desired DNA means the gene is responsible to produce our desired product. The gene is responsible to produce our desired product. So our desired product is insulin. So this is one of the insulin producing gene. This is one of the insulin producing gene. So how we isolate the insulin producing gene? How we isolate the insulin producing gene? Naturally, bacteria cell have the capacity to produce the insulin. Naturally, the bacteria cell have the capacity to produce the insulin. No. In bacteria, naturally, there is no production of insulin because the insulin producing genes are absent in bacteria. For that purpose, what we are doing? So we are isolating the insulin producing gene. We are isolating the insulin producing gene. For suppose in humans, okay, within humans, human cells are there. Within humans, human cells are there. Within human cells, okay, there is an 46 chromosomes are there. 46 chromosomes are there. That is nothing but 23 pairs, right? Sir, which chromosome is responsible for the production of insulin? Which chromosome contain DNA is responsible for the production of insulin? See, definitely my answer is here chromosome number 11. Chromosome number 11. So within human body, whatever the cells are there, within that cells, chromosome number 11 contains the insulin producing gene. That gene we are isolated. We are isolated by using different types of techniques are there. There is an agarose gel electrophoresis is there, right? So different types of techniques are there. We will discuss definitely, right? So by the usage of that techniques, we isolated our desired DNA. So this is one of the, this is the plasmid, right? This is the plasmid, and this is desired gene. Desired gene is nothing but insulin producing gene. Insulin producing gene, right? Insulin producing gene. So we isolated plasmid. We isolated desired gene. Isolated desired gene. Then the next step is, see, we have to cut the desired gene and we have to cut the plasmid DNA also. We have to cut the desired gene and we have to cut the plasmid DNA also. For suppose this is the chromosome number 11. At particular location, this is one of the particular location, the insulin bit is present or insulin producing gene is present. Insulin producing gene is present. Okay, we have to cut this bit. We have to cut this bit, right? Then this is on, we have to cut this bit. So how we cut that particular bit? By the usage of restriction endonucleases. Right. Restriction endonucleases. By the usage of restriction endonucleases, we cut the desired gene. We cut the desired gene. At the same time, right, we have to cut the unwanted DNA of the plasmid. Unwanted DNA of the plasmid. So this is one of the unwanted DNA. This is one of the unwanted DNA. The unwanted DNA cutted and eliminated. The unwanted DNA cutted and eliminated. In that place, okay, we are adding our desired DNA. We are adding our desired DNA. So this step is nothing but ligation. This step is nothing but ligation. All of you remember isolation of DNA from target cells. That is nothing but vector. Okay. Here vector means for this process plasmid DNA. Next step is isolation of desired DNA. See, this is one of the insulin producing gene. See how we are isolating means, okay, restriction of desired DNA. See, by the usage of target restriction endonucleases, we cut the desired gene. We cut the desired gene. After that, okay, yeah, I forgot to explain. After that, next step is amplification of. Next step is the amplification of desired gene. Amplification is nothing but I have one copy. I have one copy. This is one of the desired gene. I want many number of copies. I want many number of copies. For suppose I want billion number of copies. I want million number of copies. Okay. See, sir, how can we produce the many number of copies of desired genes? Simply, we have one gene. This is the desired gene. That gene is subjected to the PCR. PCR is nothing but one of the device. If we add our desired gene, to the PCR, okay, within PCR, many number of or millions of copies are produced. Millions of copies are produced. Sir, how the millions of copies are produced? Because inside the PCR, DNA polymerase enzymes are present. DNA polymerase enzymes are present. So the DNA polymerase enzymes are responsible for the synthesis of DNA. Synthesis of DNA. So presence of the DNA polymerase enzymes. Okay, the PCR indicates here polymerase chain reaction. Polymerase chain reaction. DNA synthesis is nothing but polymerization. DNA synthesis is nothing but polymerization. So inside the PCR there is a DNA polymerase enzyme is present, right? Continuously involved in the chain reactions, means continuous addition process, continuous nucleotide addition process. So what I am telling here, PCR is one of the device. That device is responsible for the amplification of our desired genes. Amplification of our desired genes. Then I have millions of desired gene copies. Then after that, I need to insert desired gene into vector. I already said by the usage of restriction endonucleases, okay, unwanted DNA is cutted. Then in that place, desired gene is ligated. So insertion of desired gene into vector. Insertion of desired gene into vector. Right? Then insertion of, next step is insertion of vector into host cell. This is one of the recombinant vector. Because it's having plasmid DNA and desired DNA. So this one is the recombination. So presence of plasmid DNA and the presence of desired DNA, right? The plasmids, the recombinant plasmids are inserted. Into bacteria. Right? So the step is nothing but insertion of vectors into host cell. So the vectors are inserted into host cell. Right? That is about the sixth step. Next step is selection of recombinants. See, this is one of the little difficult process in entire biotechnology. I will explain simply. Okay, later again we have that selection process also, but here I will explain very easily. This is one of the bacteria. These are the bacteria. Right? These are the bacteria. Sir, we can't see the bacteria. We can't see the plasmid DNA. We can't see the desired DNA. Then how can we select the desired cells? The step is nothing but selection of recombinants. Remember, Here recombinants are nothing but our desired gene contains cells. Our desired gene contains cells. For suppose these are the bacteria. We can't see the bacteria. We can't see the plasmid DNA. We can't see the desired DNA. How can we select? By the usage of selectable markers. By the uses of selectable markers. So here what I am telling, specific markers are we are using. Specific markers are we are using. We know last time we already discussed there is an ampicillin resistant gene, right, and tetracycline resistant gene, right, ampicillin resistant gene and tetracycline resistant gene, right. By the usage of ampicillin resistant gene, by the usage of tetracycline gene, we are identifying or we are selecting the recombinant cells. We are selecting the recombinant cells. So present, for suppose this is one of the our target desired cell, our target desired cell. So this one having ampicillin resistant, this one having ampicillin resistant. Okay, all these bacteria we are cultivated in ampicillin media. All these bacteria are cultivated in ampicillin media. So remaining all bacteria will be dead except our desired cells. Except our desired cells, because our desired cell have ampicillin resistant gene. Okay, see we are cultivating, for suppose our desired cell contains ampicillin resistant gene and tetracycline resistant gene. Tetracycline resistant gene. So if our if these cells are cultivated in ampicillin media and the tetracycline media, ampicillin media and the tetracycline media, in that case remaining all bacteria will be dead except our desired cell, because our desired cell contains plasmid. That plasmid contains ampicillin resistant gene, ampicillin resistant gene and tetracycline resistant gene. So in that case, we are selecting our desired cells. In that case, we are selecting our desired cells. So the process is called as selection of recombinants. The process is called as selection of recombinants. Once we selected recombinant cells or our desired cells, see the next step is cultivation of recombinants. Cultivation of recombinants. See, cultivation of recombinants is nothing but whatever that our desired cells are there, that desired cells, we are cultivating in the industrial scale. We are cultivating in the industrial scale. That is nothing but one of the large fermenters are there. These are the fermenters. Within fermenters, we are cultivating our desired cells. Maybe our desired, here we are producing the insulin. Our desired cells are bacteria cells. Our desired cells are bacteria cells. So these cells are, we are already selected. Again, these cells are cultivated hugely. If these cells are cultivated inside the bacteria cells, our desired product is present. Our desired product is nothing but insulin. Our desired product is nothing but insulin. The next step is purification of product. Purification of product. So the purification step, whatever the bacteria cells are there, the bacteria cells are destructed. The bacteria cells are destructed because inside the bacteria cell, insulin is present. So all bacteria cells are destructed. Right? The bacteria cell cytoplasm is collected. From the bacteria cell cytoplasm, insulin isolation takes place. Insulin isolation takes place. Once the insulin isolation takes place, right, purification also takes place. Purification also takes place. See, once we isolate the insulin from the bacteria cells, some of the minerals are attached to the insulin. The minerals also removed. The minerals also removed. Once the minerals are removed, see, there is a last step is also there, packing. Last step is also there, packing. Packing of desired product. Packing of desired product. So Here our target is production of insulin. So finally insulin production takes place. Insulin is packed and these packs are available in market. These packs are available in market. So these are the steps. These are the steps, right? Remember here I said some of the words are very important to remember. Okay. The very first step is isolation of DNA from target cells. These are nothing but vectors. Right. Next step is isolation of desired DNA. See, desired DNA also called foreign DNA. Desired DNA is also called alien DNA. Desired DNA is also called alien DNA. Right. See, desired DNA is also called passenger DNA. Desired DNA is also called passenger DNA. Right. So that is about the other names of desired DNA. That is about the other names of the desired DNA. Right. Coming to the next one, recombinates. Recombinates, these are nothing but host cells. Recombinant cells also called host cells. Recombinant cells also called transformed cells. Recombinant cells also called transformed cells. Right. So these are the important words regarding to the biotechnology we have to remember. So these are the steps. Okay. Yeah. From next class onwards, we'll discuss about each step. Right. First one, isolation of DNA from the target cells. The next step, isolation of desired DNA. If we complete these steps, the chapter is completed. The chapter is completed, right? So that is about the steps in RDNA technology. Steps in RDNA technology. This one is also called process of RDNA technology.